Hello everyone, welcome back to Gent Watches. Today we are going to be watching some Ashi. I am in a good mood today because yesterday I did some celebrations with some people and I just had a really good time. And I woke up this morning and feeling like energized and excited, especially since I now get to watch Ashi and then Licorice Recoil I'm watching a little later today. So I'm just so excited. There's so much to look forward to right now. And so I'm just in a good mood right now. And so I'm going to be enjoying this episode of Ashi. This is episode 16. In the last episode, I think I remember I'm looking down at my notes as well. So we had some sort of, mock games going on with our boy Aoi practicing being a fullback, practicing being a defender. And it wasn't going great. And he was being antagonized a lot. And the big thing was he was being antagonized a lot. And I felt that his teammates weren't sticking up for him as much as they should. And behind closed doors, behind the scenes, we saw his teammates are sticking up for him to people who don't, to people like Anri and stuff. And saying that he will be a great playmaker for their team one day. However, I do think they should outwardly stick up for him, but I think that would be some nice development. If we eventually got to that being the development for those characters, that'd be awesome. So, yeah, we're going to get into this episode of Ashi. I feel like it sounds like I'm sick, I feel like, and I'm not. So, sorry about that. But anyway, let's get into episode 16 of Ashi. I'm so interested in seeing Kurobayashi. Oh my god. That's terabytes of footage, my man. This OP, it's so strange because I absolutely love it. And I don't know, the song doesn't sound like a song that I would love. But I think this is just an amazing OP. Okay, good clear. It's probably so hard for him to focus on this position. What is it? Oh. Yeah, good job. Okay, he's getting there. He's slowly adjusting, but very slowly. Is it the looking around? He's constantly swiveling his head to see all sides of him. Oh, that's interesting. Gets a full view of the situation. Yeah, it's kind of hard to take in everything in that quick a second, but I like when he learns something new. It always takes him a while to adjust. That's true. I like that she treated it like a test for him and was proud that he got the right answer. Whoa! It's like his eyes activated without his consent. That was just pure instinct. Who are you talking to, Hana? I like this Anri relationship they're developing as well. Does she know? I guess she might. She studies a lot of this stuff. Oh, this is amazing. Oh, this is amazing. That's so cute. Hey, they're having an important conversation here. Oh, wow. Quite the request. Hey, I'm a picky eater as well. I'd love for her to make a meal plan for me. Aww. Oh my god, she's so adorable. Oh, come on, Hana. It's okay. Okay, alright. Whoa! Oh my god. I didn't know she was actually good at soccer. Oh my god! Oh my god, she's shooting up my favorite characters. Look at her surprised Pikachu face. I love it. Wow. Oh my gosh, I love Anri. I love her so much. I went from really liking her to absolutely adoring her already in this episode. Ah, this is such a great episode. It's incredible how good the show is. Aww. It's okay, man. I don't think so. Top ranked team. Ha! Sorry? What? Did you say goal difference of 17? That's total, right? That's not per game. Even so, that's like almost 3 goals a game. Yeah, yes, he did. Aww. Such a good attitude, man. Aww. And he even used that opportunity to look to the side and still kept the ball up to look at his face. Is Aoi gonna do some mentoring for Tachibana at some point? That's, you know, that's a positive attitude in a way. I like these different perspectives. They all make sense. Wow. It's so arrogant, but I love it. Oh man, that's making me hungry, just seeing how hungry Aoi is. Musashino? Wow. Man, they really got to be friends in that time. Or Aoi seems to think so. Wow. Except, well, he doesn't think so. Kaneda doesn't care. Oh, don't think about it like that. That's not a good way to think about it. Man, I loved this episode, especially the first half of the episode where it focused on Anri training Ashito, because I think it's so great. I mean, I think Anri is just such a cute character. I think she is like, she's got really good determination. She's got a very clear goal that she has in mind, and it lines up very well with Ashito because she clearly knows a lot about training, and she's studied this sort of stuff, and Ashito doesn't know those sort of fundamentals, and a lot of the people around Ashito don't seem super keen to teach him this stuff, and so what you get is, and also when they do teach, they actually might teach on a higher level than he's ready to get to. So because she's sort of an amateur instructor, it works really well as they're both helping each other out, because she's giving him like relatively basic tips, but since it's like on that level, he can understand it nicely enough and be able to grow from that, and they can grow together. As his skill level improves, so will hers as an instructor, and I think that's really cool and a nice relationship to have, and a very different relationship that he has with Hana, because Hana isn't an instructor. She doesn't know like proper training stuff. She's good at making meal plans and stuff, because she's good at organizing stuff, because that's what she's done the entire time. She's, Fukuda's younger sister. She just comes to help out with whatever she can help out with. So she knows a lot of the behind the scenes stuff, and Anri knows more of the on-field stuff. So I did want to, like, for a second, just properly go into depth on how I feel Hana felt, because Hana's whole thing was, she went up to I forgot his name, the guy who's got a long name, Kuribayashi, and I think it's Kuribayashi. I wonder if I've got it written down on one of my previous things, because his character is going to be very important, and I feel like it might be very important to remember what his name is at times like this. Kuribayashi. Cool, I did get it right. So Kuribayashi, she went up to him, or he went up to her rather, and he was like, look, you're great at making meal plans. You put a lot of passion into them. I'm an up-and-coming, like, great star. I would love for you to make me a meal plan, and it will really help me because I have an amazing meal plan, and it'll really help you because you'll get to learn how to do this sort of stuff for, like, large, massive players. And her original deal was to like, hey, okay, I would do that, but only if you give Aoi some tips. And then she looked over and saw Anri with Aoi, and then changed her mind and was like, I'll do it no matter what. So there are two avenues for this situation, and one of them, like, they could both be true, but one of them, if only that one's true, it simplifies her character a little bit more. So the most obvious thing that you could take from that is she looks at that and is jealous that Aoi's spending time with Anri, and is kind of and is like, you know what, screw it. Don't worry, he's doing his own thing. Like, he's with another girl, so it's not worth it. And that's one, like, interpretation of the situation. I personally think that's like 20% of it. I do think that is a factor. I wanna think that Hana is, perfect and doesn't get jealous and stuff. But, like, honestly, if we're being completely honest, if the roles were switched, and I was in a situation and helping out a girl, and then I saw the girl, like, talking to another guy, even if I know, as an intellectual person, that like I'm looking at that situation and I know that it is completely illogical for me to be jealous about that situation, I am still going to be jealous about that situation. So, and that's, you know, nobody in that situation is doing anything wrong. It's just the way I feel. You can't really control that aspect of yourself. You can't control the way you feel. You can control how you act in response to the way you feel, but not the way you feel. So I think that's 20% of it. But I think knowing Hana and also seeing her reaction to that situation, I do appreciate that it wasn't her looking over and then watching her go and then like go, yeah, whatever, fine, I'll do it for you. And so because she didn't have that reaction, and it actually seemed like a bit more of an optimistic reaction where she was like, no, you know what, I will do it. Because of that, I think 80% of it is looking over at Aoi and seeing that he's with Anri, who knows a lot about soccer and seems to be instructing him right now. He's moving forward on his own. He's taking his own initiative and he's doing a good job at it. He's found the right person to do that. And because of that, he's able to improve himself, and he doesn't need her to be the person who is dragging him forward into progress, because he is getting better at moving himself toward progress. So what she should be doing instead is focusing her attention on improving herself and her own skill set, because then when Aoi's ready for her and when Aoi needs her, she will be the best that she can be. And so I feel like that's 80% of it, is the idea that like 20% of it is I'm kind of jealous of the fact that those two are hanging out, and 80% of it is he knows what he's doing, I need to trust him, and what I need to do is be the best me for him that I can be, so that if he ever needs me, I'll be ready for it. And also for herself, I'm going to be the best me I can be for myself, for my future career or future aspirations, whatever I want to do. So I think that's the main thing. But it's kind of hard to tell. She might actually go into this in the future. Please, if you've read the manga or whatever, don't tell me what, like, you know, what happens, she's the sort of things that she's feeling, because a lot of the time you might be basing that off information you find out later in the manga, and I don't really want to find that stuff out. But that's my current theories on how she's feeling. And yeah, I think that the turning the head thing is a really interesting, and I like that as a development, and I like the skill, all the skills that he's developing are like so, you know, basic, ground level skills, but it's so exciting when he's starting to master it, because it's like you're just watching him like turn his head, and when he's doing it successfully, you're like, oh my god, this is so exciting, and he's just turning his head. Like, this show is doing a very good job at making the smallest improvements feel massive and incredible. So I love it. But yeah, anyway, that was a great episode. I loved that. So thank you very much for joining me for episode 16 of Our Ashi. If you enjoyed the episode, if you enjoyed the reaction, if you have suggestions for the channel, comment down below. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Those things really help me improve the channel and help grow the channel, so please make sure to do that. And thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Goodbye.